record on this computer. I'm going to go live to Facebook group. So, and we'll get started in just a couple minutes. Stuttgart, Axel, of course, I know, my cousins are over there. There's Dawn. And let me see. Hang on, Dawn, I got to unmute you.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
See.
Okay.
Do you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yep, I have everybody else muted.
Cool.
We've got Canada. We've got San Fran. We know Dr. Trisha's down.
Awesome.
So,
I'm just trying to get my lighting correct here in my office. Can you hear me okay? Yeah.
yeah, you're good. So you're in your
Cool.
office now. Cool.
I am in my little shared office space. Yes, yes, yes.
Layla's in San Fran on a boat, houseboat.
Love it.
Awesome. All right, so we're good. Let me start recording. I did that already.
And are you going to the Facebook page?
I am now.
And make me a co-host.
Let me make you a co-host. Hold on a second, I have to find you.
Hello, friend. Hi, Kevin from Montana, Missouri, rather.
Make co-host. Okay, Dawn, you're a co-host.
Awesome.
We're going to go to share in a group, and the group is going to be video a day. Where is it? I have too many groups. There it is. Video a day, September. All right, we are in business. So, am I still here? My Zoom crash? No. Dawn, can you hear me okay?
I can. We're all rock and roll.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Dawn and I are thrilled to have you. Today, we are going to be talking about websites, the importance of having a website and actually having a website that works. For years, as the son of a designer, I was obsessed with design and making sure that my website looked pretty. But just because your website looks pretty doesn't make sure that it's actually working. And in order for your website to be working, it's basically your home on the web, your connection, your window to the world. And you obviously want your website to get you clients and get you business. Right, Dawn?
Yeah, here's the thing. I've been in business as an entrepreneur since 2009. And throughout all of those years, I've hated my website. I was embarrassed by my website. And it wasn't until Lou and I stumbled upon this world-class evidence-based formula for not only creating a website that has a call to action, that lines up clients, but also has other things connected to it so elegantly and in harmony. Your website works with your lead magnet, which works with your call to action and your transitional call to action, where you're emailing on a regular basis. So people are signing up for whatever that complimentary session is with you. So that complimentary session with me is, find out why money matters to you. And I go through a 20-minute session where we talk about how to get to where you want to go in terms of money, and then what does money really mean to you in terms of value, and how to connect money to purpose, because a lot of people think money is a dirty thing. And when I give them permission to think of money as the resource that's going to allow them to make the change in the world that they desire, then they have a whole new outlook on money. So that's what we want to see for you, this irresistible offer. Then when you spend that time with that person, they could not imagine saying no to working with you. And this is what we want to help you create. Yeah. Does that sum it up, Lou?
Yeah, and again, we look at this like holistically. So again, when we work with our clients, we work on their branding, their website, their lead magnet, their emails, but the website is the cornerstone of all that. And you just have to have a website. And the thing about websites is that, you know, designers obviously want to make a pretty website that wins design awards, but we really want a website that actually works and does what it's supposed to do. Sorry about the chimes. I don't know how to turn them off, but anyway.
No, that's
So
okay. Thank you.
a couple things about websites, and just as a right up front, we'll say we use and practice Donald Miller's Marketing Made Simple model.
I think this book is attached to my body. Actually, I have Velcro on it.
Never out of
I
reach.
take it everywhere I go.
And again, you know, we do that with our clients, but a lot of what they say about websites really hits home because it just really resonated with Dawn and I. So people don't read websites, they scan. And we'll look at some websites as well in this, because we said we'd do sort of live reviews, but essentially people labor over all the words they put on their website, when at the end of the day, people aren't really reading every word that you wrote on the website. They're scanning, they're looking, you know, they're scrolling through it quickly. So that's why we like to use images and videos, because those can tell and sell without words. So I know this is hard for some people to hear, but try to keep your copy to an absolute minimum on your website. Dawn and I were working today on one of our clients' websites, and we're like, nope, fewer words, fewer words, fewer words. What's the easiest way to say it? Designers want pretty, we want results. And what that means is, one of the key things is that your call to action has to be not only obvious, but actually kind of in your face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share my screen for 2 seconds to show you just as an example of that. Let me go over here and share this and share this. All right, so
yeah, so I would guess, and I would even say for every single person who is on this call right now, I am sure that we could recommend, just by going to your website and looking at it, a few quick fixes that would look, that would, wow, that button's big, Lou. I don't know about that button. Is that the biggest thing? I think he's doing that as a joke.
Yeah, I got carried away. But
he got carried away. But you know, does it? I think the person understands. Schedule a free strategy session is what we want them to do, right?
Yeah. So I made it a little bigger than it needed to be. But the point is that your website should have a call to action, and it should be unbelievably obvious. And what Donald Miller says, and what we've seen and we've experienced, is that when you put your call to action in the upper right-hand side of your website, you're going to get a lot more results. Was this the one where you said just this alone can increase your business by like 80%?
By 80%, right? So you notice there's no navigation bar.
Oops, sorry.
So in 2020, a website is a lead page. A website is one page. It doesn't connect to a million other pages that gets the person lost and they wind up doing nothing. It's one page that is pushing them to either call you if they have a problem today, or give you their email address in exchange for something of value. So, you know, we would have here, I think, and by the way, Lou and I are working on a website right now. So, you know, we would have here, you know, do you know the 3 things you can change on your website to increase your business by 80%? Take the quiz, right? So I'm going to take that quiz because I want to find out what would improve my website by 80%. So that would be, instead of where we see let's talk and fun quiz, that's, you know, that's what I think we're putting in there, right? So it's like, wow, I'm going to give you my email address. I want to find out what these things are, and then you can market to this person because they've given you their email address and they've given you that permission. So yeah, Lou.
And then, you know, again, we have here, I mean, basically there's one call to action over and over again, because we call these our cash registers, our buy buttons, schedule a free session. Our transitional call to action, which we also talk about, is like, okay, what if somebody's not quite ready to talk or set up an appointment? Well, we give them the opportunity to take this quiz. And when they take the quiz, they give us their name and email address. So now at the very least, we've got their name and email address. So there's only 2 things you can do on this site. Well, 3. You can leave, you can schedule a session, or you can take the quiz. So that's it, and that's by design. So that's, intentional that we create it that way, because we want that call to action to be front and center. So,
Yeah.
and in the, and again, we'll look at a couple websites if you'd like to, but in the Donald Miller world and in the world that we follow, and we've adjusted this a little bit to add our own stuff, but basically every website, it can be one page, and it really should be, you know, the header or the first impression. This is what people see when they first go there. This is what's above the fold. So on my website, it's, you know, here's my header, here's my call to action on the far right, upper right, and here's my transitional call to action. So that's the header. Then you should also have stakes, which is like, okay, what's the pain point that you're addressing, or what is at stake if people don't work with you? That's also a really, really important section, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Donald Miller doesn't really talk about this, but as a video guy, I have to say, if you don't have a video on your homepage, you're missing a huge opportunity to connect and engage with your audience. So you should have a video that talks about who you are, what you do, and what you do for them. Right, Don, we're going to add anything there?
Yeah, he has it as optional. We think it's essential. And this should be a video that is no more than 1 minute and 30 seconds tops. That's it.
Yep.
1 minute and 30 seconds, you'd be surprised at how long that feels like when you're watching somebody's video on their website. Because think about commercials on TV. They're 30 seconds, if that, right? So we're making you watch something that's like 3 commercials.
Right.
So it needs to be impactful. It needs to be compassionate. That person needs to believe that you're going to solve their problems, and that you would be a person that they do their best work with, that you know, you are aligned from a value perspective, from an energetic perspective, because you know what, you can be the most effective fill in the blank person out in the world, but if I don't like you, or if you come off in a way that rubs me the wrong way, I'm just not going to do business with you. And wouldn't you rather line up people who love your style, and you don't even have to go through that hurdle when you're on a sales call?
Yep. Yep. Again, on the stakes, Don, can you oh, never mind, I got it.
I'm on top of it.
The stakes are basically what happens if your customers don't buy your product or service. So and the stakes sort of come in 3 phases here. What is the external problem? What's the obvious problem they're facing? What is the internal problem? How does it make them feel? And why is that wrong? Right. So you have to consider.
So let's say the problem, let's say the problem is I can't sleep at night.
Yeah.
Right. I can't sleep at night. And this makes me feel anxious, fearful, and disengaged.
Right.
And why is this wrong? You know, everyone who's living and breathing should have the opportunity to realize their potential and have a great night's rest before they set out on their day. Right. So that's an example of how all of this works. And stating that in your site is super effective, because that person then says, wow, I better set up a call, because I can't live another day. What would it be like if 5 years down the road, I'm still not sleeping, or 10 years down the road? You know, what are the things that I'll be missing, opportunities that I'll be missing, or problems I'll be facing? Right? What kind of illnesses will I have if I'm still stressed 5 years out or 10 years out? Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
And you want to spell that out and not be shy, because people buy when they have pain. You need to hit their pain points on your website. Yep. And a pretty site is not going to hit their pain points.
It's like some people are like, oh, I don't want to make people feel bad. It's like, well, that's how people know if they need you. I missed this slide earlier, so I'll go back to it really quick, because one of the things that Donald Miller talks about is that your website has to pass the Grunt test or the caveman test. So when people go to your website and they see the above the fold, that header section, you must answer 3 questions, and you must be able to know this really quickly. What do you offer? How does it make my life better? And how do I get it? So again, on our page, and we're still tweaking this, but we offer coaching and done for you services, and you get it by clicking the Let's Talk Strategy button. We've even since changed this. So it's always a little bit of a work in progress. So that's really important to know. Your value proposition, Don calls this like a value stack. Like, what do you offer? Can you explain it fairly quickly? Again, I'll go back to one of our clients' websites and show you that real quick that we started.
So I just want to jump in. What Lou is showing you is called a website wireframe.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do not have a website wireframe, you're missing out on major opportunities, because what Lou's showing you right now, if you could go to the top of the fold, Lou, like this is a great example of, I know what he does, right? Fiduciary wealth management solutions, right? Yep. So do you know what drives you? Take the quiz and find out. Boy, yeah, I want to find out what drives me. Integrative and customized strategies designed to help family businesses manage their assets so they make the money they need to create the meaning they want. Yeah, you know what? I want to live a legacy. I want to leave my mark on the world. Me being in business is more than just dollars and cents. So yeah, let me find out what drives me. All above the fold.
And
I don't see any,
like with the obnoxious button here, but it's all about turnkey digital marketing solutions to grow your business. You know, we want to get down to like 2 lines, so we're still trying to boil it down. The stakes is here, you know, all right, the future of your business is on the line. I don't know what could be more of a stake than that, right? So we really try to be very efficient with the copy and just follow this wireframe. And, you know, Donald Miller does it brilliantly here when he talks about you've got to have a header, you've got to have stakes, you've got to have your value proposition. Notice that all up to now, we haven't talked about us at all. So the whole website is you. We don't even get to, here's the value stack. We don't even get to us until way down, like halfway down the website page. So one of the mistakes that people tend to make is obviously they want their website to be about them and here's why you should hire me and all that, but it really has to.
And then they hire a photographer to do 1 million pictures of them, and it's like that's so like 8 years ago.
Right. So we don't even get to the guide section till halfway down the website, and even then it's still sort of about them. So marketing can be simple when you do it the right way with the right people. You know, for Mark's, we're not even down there yet. Here's his stakes, family first. So that's his about him. And still there's no picture of him. So, because people don't care what you look like, they just want to know if you can solve their problem.
Right, and they want to picture themselves on the other side of their problem. So what Lou and I do really masterfully with our clients, and what we do that's different, is we actually play and create together. So it's not like, oh, give me this over email and we'll create this and then we'll email this back. No. We're a team all together. We're doing this, and we know when we get it right, and we believe that your website should be about you designing it with the guidance of us, because you are the hero of your story. You know your business better than anybody else. You know why you are the best solution for your ideal client better than anybody else.
Yep. So that's where this comes in. And again, you know, it's like the 5th thing here. You're the solution. You're the guide. You are the, you know, Luke Skywalker is the hero, but, you know, Yoda is the guide, or Obi-Wan Kenobi. So all of the sort of heroes' journeys stories are set up that way. You're not the hero in your business. Your client is the hero. You are the solution. You are the guide. So again, we don't even talk about this till way down later when we talk about we get you and we've got you. And that's finally where we put the bio stuff way down on the website. It comes down later on. So again, keep all those things in mind when you're creating your website. It doesn't have to have 1 million things, but it does have to have these 8 or 10 things, and some of them are optional. So we've got the plan or process is basically, okay, this is cool. You could solve my problem. How do I work with you? So this is not even like, here's the 18 steps we'll do when we get to you. These are just the sort of here's the way that you work with us. We meet up, we team up, and we celebrate together. You know, very simple plan or process. Anything else you want to say about that, Dawn, while I find an example?
Yeah, so the first thing would be talking to them about, hey, interested? Then set up a consultation if that is your call to action. And however you want to brand that consultation, we help our clients brand that consultation, create an effective experience. And then from that experience, they will work with you to implement a plan, right? Whatever that plan is. And then the third part is they're on the other side of where they are right now. So if you make it simple for them, 1, 2, 3, not 20 steps, but 1, 2, 3, they'll absolutely set up that complimentary appointment. And when they set up that complimentary appointment, when we work with you and we show you how to close them in a way when they're ready to work with you, where they don't feel like it's icky, it's not salesy, it's, hey, I heard from you, you have this problem and you can't live another day without solving that problem. Here's how I can help you. Here's why I'd love to work with you. And here are the reasons why I will do my best work with you. And I can't imagine anybody turning you down. And if they do, you got to ask the question, well, if you don't choose to work with me and you can't live another day with this problem, what are you going to choose?
Right.
So I'm going to go and chat because I know people. Kathy Avery says, I've got a coach saying the first photo should be of me because I'm selling me. Absolutely not. I don't know who that coach is. They don't understand how to market in 2020. And you are not selling anything when somebody comes to your website. You're solving a problem, period.
Yep.
You're solving a problem.
Yep. And, again, we try to show aspirational photos or cool photos that's like, okay, well, where do you want to be? So in this case, we've got, he's talking about wealth management. So there's the lovely sailboat, or he's talking about family. So there's the family on the beach. We haven't even shown what Mark looks like yet here because it's not important to the person. The only thing that they care about is, finding a wealth manager that they can trust and that is going to solve their problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to my slides.
Solving problems. And I say that with love because believe me, Catherine, years and years and years, I've worked with branding people. I've worked with marketing people who told me that I'm selling me. Yes, your name could be the site, but your logo and what is underneath your logo and what's in your header needs to, number one, be very specific about what it is that you do and who you work with and the problems that you solve for them, right?
Right. So I don't have a picture of me on the top of Bortone.com. I have this lovely young woman that's aspirational, happy, she's solved her problem. But then, Catherine and others, you can have a video and that can absolutely be about you and highlight you because that's your opportunity to connect with people. So that's why I think that the only thing that Donald Miller misses is that they don't emphasize video enough and they don't realize that it's such a powerful way to connect and engage with people.
Yeah. So Yolanda, I don't know what this question means. How much of that should be on the homepage?
This is, when we're doing a website, basically, we only have a one-page website.
One page. Yeah, it's
and
all
it just
one
scrolls
page.
down.
Yeah.
And the other thing
that's the 2020 version of a website. Nobody's doing separate pages for home, and that's like 2015. The way people are marketing right now is one page, and there's no navigation. People scroll through the story, and the cash register is the most important item on the page. The cash register is the direct call to action, and then there is a transitional call to action. So Lou, do you want to, let's look at the appendix. I could pull it up if you don't have it, of all the sites.
Thank you. But you can see here, there's no tabs. You have to, if you want it, the video, you got to scroll down. So we try to keep it really simple. Don't make your web visitors jump through hoops to find what they need.
And anybody here who's on the site that wants to, and you know, we'll do this with love, but certainly, you know, I'd rather have somebody show me how I can make money than, you know, have somebody tell me how beautiful my website is. So if there's anybody here that would love, so this means I no longer have blog posts, etc. Yeah,
No,
like
actually, let me share my screen for 2 seconds because there is something that we didn't get to yet.
well, yeah.
Donald Miller calls it the junk drawer. Am I sharing my
You can
screen?
put your blog, but they're not as important as, you know, you can place them on your website, but really the most important thing is every week sending out content, and maybe those blog posts are content that draw people back to this site so they take action. So
Right.
they take action.
And what Donald
Right.
Miller calls a junk drawer, I call it, you know, all the other stuff, is at the very bottom of the website, where if you want to talk about the mastermind, if you want to buy my book, it's there, but it's not tabs to distract. It's just something that's down at the bottom. So that's where I would put your blog posts, etc.
Okay. Okay, Lou, I gotta exit full screen here and look through this. So appendix. Marketing, yeah, I'm gonna pull this up. Oops. Okay. Please, in the chat, anybody is there anybody that would like to look at their site or another site that you've seen?
We can,
Let us know.
we can go with the Quick Queen. There was somebody that Sarah had submitted a site that we can look at in a little while if you want to.
Great. So let's look at, I'm just looking at my folders here, Gigi Brand, and we want to go to the appendix. Where is that? Appendix. Where are we? Where are we? It's always when you want to look for something.
Do you want me to
you can
go back to mine for a minute?
No, I really want to pull this up. So why don't you answer some questions while I look for this?
Okay, so I know a lot of folks think, do they have to scrap their entire website if it doesn't meet this criteria? Not really. I mean, I still have my other websites. I have separate pages for webinar registrations and things like that. But this is my main go-to, like, okay, when you come here, you know what you're going to get. You know, you're going to, you know, for my Lou Bortone site, it's video. For Dawn and DigiBrand, it's marketing. So you don't necessarily have to do that, but it's going to be a lot easier to have everything in one place. Dawn's got the appendix pulled up here, so I'll let you take it from here.
So here's some examples of websites that meet the criteria that we just spoke about. This is a website for Circuit e-bikes. So you see their logos in the left-hand side, and when anybody reads a website, they read it like the letter Z. So they start on the left, they go to the right, find a dealer, then they read, be the leader of the pack, get on a revolutionary bike, find a dealer. It's very direct what they want you to do. Find a dealer, right? Save the environment, save money, save time.
Right.
That's above their fault. Then they go into save time and take back control of your life with a Circuit e-bike, right? So avoid parking hassles. So these are all the benefits.
And there's a buy button, or there's a find a dealer button at every section.
Right. Find a dealer, how it works. Remember the 1, 2, 3. So let me just go through. Then their lead magnet, and this is what we do with our clients, we create lead magnets that are aligned with your website, because if you don't have a lead magnet that's aligned with your website, and if it isn't the thing that is featured, then you're not congruent, and you're looked at in these days and times as less professional. So here is the lead magnet, you know, the 10 ways an e-bike will make and save you money. And they go into just one paragraph in each of these ways. So this is what we do with our clients. I'm just going to try to look at another site. So here's another site, Speech Sisters. Okay, so here's their logo. You have this beautiful picture. This is not the person who's, you know, this is a mother happy that she can speak to their child. Your child can talk. An online course for parents for late talkers, right? join the wait list is what they want people to do. Tantrums aren't fun for anybody. So this is the stakes. When kids can't communicate their needs, they get frustrated. Since they can't talk it out, they act it out. So they basically say, if you don't join our wait list, your child is going to continue to act out. Here's one for a commercial real estate person, Mansard, right? So request a consultation, sell commercial real estate property with confidence. He has a man here who's super confident. That might be him. I don't know, but it is, yeah, so that is him. So, you know, in some cases it can work. Help your pet thrive, right? So here's premium pet food, moisture rich, minimal ingredients, cat and dog food. You know, they want you to choose is whether you're a cat or a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So
cat or dog.
Here is another giveaway. Top 10 questions every parent should ask on a private school tour, right? All the top 10 questions. Number 3, number 4, just a few paragraphs. Yeah. This is great lead magnet, and this is beautiful with the pictures in it, right? Mm-hmm. So interview rules, another lead magnet. So this is just an appendix when we work with you. This is one of the things we developed with you. 5 ways other lenders rip you off, right? So that's what they're showing you. Yeah. So maybe what we do right now is address questions and get right into looking at sites.
Yep, I had somebody, Sarah submitted a site. Do you want me to go to that? Called
Sure.
Real Money USA. So let me pull that up. And again, we're not looking to diss anybody's designers or websites or anything, because this is new even to us. And this is just a different way of getting to the point. So this is a nice website. I mean, it looks good. Unmasking the New Economy. Here's a nice clean call to action. I probably wouldn't have as many tabs up here just because it's easy for people to get distracted.
I would get rid of those tabs. I would get rid of all these tabs and have receive a free audio. Well, right here, what's the one thing you want them to do? I guess it's go to your store, because the free audio blog would be the transitional call to action. Yeah. What is your direct call? No, wait. That's not your direct consultation. It's hidden. Request a consultation. So what I would do is go up top, Lou, all the way to the top. I'd get rid of the home, who we are, resources, services, podcast. I would get rid of the store. I would put request a consultation. Now, right. I still don't know what you're doing. I really don't know what you're all about. So I like the picture here, but what we want to do is, you know, go to the header section of the Donald Miller book, right? Yeah. Where I'm just showing you, like, you know, the Z pattern, but it's going to be a clear. So unmasking the new economy is not a clear statement of what you offer. So can you unmute the person who's ever account?
I was here or not, but let me see if I can.
Okay.
And the other thing here is, again, and this is not to, you know, diss anybody's website, but right now I have, I can go to the store, I can receive an audio blog, or I can request a consultation. So I'm not sure what to do because I have.
And by the way, my eyes are hurting so much right now just looking at all those words.
Right.
So just go back up to the top. And, you know, just looking at, I think we're just going to look at the headers here.
Yeah.
What I would want to see, Real Money USA, give me a tagline. What is it that you stand for? Right. Then I want to know a clear statement of what you offer. So get rid of unmasking the new economy. And I'd say, I don't know, is it reports? We provide you uncensored.
Are you prepared for the new economy?
Well, no. What do you offer? Okay, what do you offer, right? The clear statement of what you offer.
I don't know.
I don't even know what you offer.
Oh, gold and silver. Okay.
So I don't know. Are you an advisor? What are you? Do we help Americans preserve their God-given? President is the leading expert in the use of to safeguard. So what I would put up top is investment strategies for uncertain times, right?
Yep.
Investment strategies for uncertain times. And then underneath it, a sentence or a phrase would be how leveraging precious metals
Mm-hmm.
in a down economy can keep your portfolio, can keep your can keep your portfolio up, right?
Right.
Can have your portfolio performing in a down market. So how precious metal, yeah. So that's not knowing what this person does. That's what I would tell them, and I would say they would get probably 15 new clients this week wanting to talk to them about how precious. And I do investments, so I know right now, especially today with the Dow was down like 1,000, I don't know, 900 points at one point today, or 700 points. I want to speak to a person who can show me how to use non-correlated assets in my portfolio to keep me diversified. So when the market goes down, I'm still up.
Yep.
Right. So that would be my recommendation. So
yep.
this, I mean, whoever this person is, you lost me at the header. If you lost me at the header, I probably won't even scroll down.
The grunt test. Who are you? What do you do? And how can you help me? Catherine, my dear friend, my sister from another mister. You know, I love you, but where's the call to action here when you're predicting?
Yeah, and also like, what's going on with the picture?
It's a great picture.
It's too big. Yeah, but it's too big.
Get your
like
office transformation blueprint. All right.
And if it's office, like I would like to see a person smiling in a transformed office, right? I like the picture that's with we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
I would just want to see a logo on the left that's bigger. I can't even read your, it's so small, I can't read what's underneath your logo. I'd get rid of the tab. If you go above the fold, can you just see above the fold, Lou? Above the fold, it's meaningless. There's just one picture there, and I don't know, like, I guess that's you.
That's
but I want to, you're a beautiful lady, gorgeous smile. But productivity by design, I don't know what this means. Yeah.
Yeah, so just, if nothing else, a nice, big, juicy call to action button on the upper left.
What you do. So I would say, what is it that she does? Because you know her.
Productivity and office.
Virtual assistance or coaching, what is it?
Coaching for productivity.
So, productivity coaching for people who want to get it all together, for people who want to get their life in order, right? And just say, and then the solution is, start doing more in less time, while feeling better about what you do. On a daily basis. I know I'm just doing this off the cuff, but
and this is good too, because this is the plan, right? So that's it. 4 steps. This is really good because
although it is, I want to see 3 steps, and I want to see. It's hard for me to follow this. So, like, I'd like to see an icon of a scorecard, right? The scorecard and the audit would probably be the same thing. And then we work together, and then you succeed. So it's like assess, execute, succeed. Those are the 3 steps. Assess, execute, succeed. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Any other sites?
Yes. Let me go to chat for a moment and find something here. Quitqueen.com. Layla. Hold on a second. Is it the Quit Queen?
And by the way, if you really want to, if you have a business where you're planning to make at least 6 figures over this next year, investing a small portion of that in updating, facelifting, and energizing your whole marketing plan, because this isn't just a website. We're talking about a whole sales funnel, is absolutely in order before January 1st, 2021 comes around. And I don't need to tell you all that people, businesses are closing down, restaurants are closing doors, people are shutting shop because of what's going on in the economy. So this is about pivoting and thriving. So okay, tired, let's go to the top. I don't see a logo
Yeah.
at all.
Layla's a
So I
quick
would like to
thing.
see on the,
This is good because, I mean, this is an opt-in page, so granted, that's what it's for. But still, if you
Mhm.
have a logo, a call to action on the right off the bat. So this is for a freebie, but what do you want people to do ultimately? Do you want them to coach with you, contact you? So
yeah, so the stakes, I don't see anything around the stakes. I don't see benefits. So I think Layla working with you and getting a real like
yeah.
above the fold would be, this water means nothing to me, you know.
Mhm.
I would want to see somebody who has just quit smoking and is running, the marathon,
Yeah.
right?
Here's
I love the picture here, right? Because
another dear friend, Anita Johnson, who I've known for years. Okay, this button's not too hidden, but it's still, I'm not exactly sure. Do I do sneak
I
peek?
don't know what sneak peek even means, though. I
Mhm.
don't know what that means. I would say I would like a logo. Okay,
Okay, so that goes back to,
for
okay.
video. So I would want to see a logo on the left. I want to see a call to action button on the right. I would like to see what you do. So computer training. Can you go above?
Yep, sorry.
Computer training for people who are what tech, who are techophobics, right? Co- um, computer training for people who are techophobics. And then I would say, make them feel good about this. Like, this is going to be simple. We'll hold your hand as you learn everything you need to know to stay ahead of the curve and blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think the key thing that we're not seeing in websites, and you didn't see it on my website, for the 10, 12 years that I've been in business, because everybody in the world told me my picture needs to be there. And you know what, unless you're Marie Forleo, unless you're, Tony Robbins, it's people don't want to, you're not selling. Yes, you are the person who's providing the services, but they need to understand that you understand their problem and there's a solution for their problem, right?
Yeah.
So I love the green leaf. That's, you're about environment health consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Pediatrician. So, I already have, wow, this woman knows what she's talking about. On the right top corner, we would like to see a call to action button, right? Set up a free consultation. I would get rid of that green bar. I would put Yolanda White, MD, and underneath that, pediatrician. I would not make that 2 bars. I would get rid of all of the navigation. I'd have a button, set up a free consultation. And then, if you want, I like Yolanda. Go back to the top, Lou, please.
Mm-hmm.
I like your picture here. But what I would like to see is, more, and I like this green here. I would like to see, what is it that you do? So, it's coaching, health coaching,
Mm-hmm.
health coaching for people who want to kick the chemical habit.
Yeah.
Health coaching for people who want to kick the chemical habit. And underneath, it's going to be replace the products you rely on with green solutions for a healthier tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier than you think.
Yeah, because this is
So
like
that,
real estate up here. And like, if you go to click on this and you go to Facebook, it's like, okay, well, now I'm not on your website anymore. And
right.
what do I do?
So that was really brilliant what I just said to you. That was channeled to me. So I hope you wrote that down.
I have the recording.
But it's
good.
like,
It's really
so
good.
I'll say it again. Like, what I want to say is health coaching for people who want to kick the chemical habit, right? So So go green by replacing, synthetic products with natural solutions. It's easier than you think. So you can live a healthier tomorrow. It's easier than you think. Just unmute Dr. Yolanda. And we love you and know you because you went through our 5-part. Why don't we talk about our 5-part, what we're doing in October, because Dr. Yolanda was part of it.
Yeah.
And just what we said right here, Dr. Yolanda, with what you went through on the 5-week and what we just gave you for the top of the fold, how does that feel for you?
This feels really good, but I feel so bad that I wasn't able to incorporate all the brand script. I'm a little behind on that, so I apologize. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, that's okay because we're doing the course again in October. So those of you who have taken the course, what I just said to you, go make that change today. Like, go out and make that change, or start creating a website that is that, because you are turning away so many people that you can be saving by not being direct with what you do, right? I help people kick the chemical habit so they live a healthier life.
Yeah.
Right? How do I do that? We start, number one, with replacing synthetic products in their home with green natural solutions. Number two, number three, right? Like we talked about in your call to action would be 10 ways to live longer by going green.
Yep.
Wow, I want to live longer by going green. Number one, cleaning products. Number two, get rid of the plastic containers. Number three, whatever, sleep, infuse aromatherapy. So
is this what you were referring to on the whole 5 steps?
Well, what I want to show everybody and put in the chat what we're doing in October. Right. So if they're interested in upping their game and actually staying in business in 2021, we invite you to spend 5 weeks with us in October, right? So this is what we want for you to consider. Build and grow your business online. Lou, if you just go down on that, you can show everyone Business Accelerator program. And
look at that.
And what we're doing over the 5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So we help you with your brand. We help you with your website. We help you with creating a lead magnet, developing a powerful sales funnel, and accelerating your online sales through video. So Jana, thank you. Jana says she has to run out. So if this is something that you want to do, we invite you to join us in October. And if you want to learn a little bit more about it, just send us an email. So Dr. Tricia, you have a question. Yes. Because you came along with us on the journey the last time we did this.
Well, yeah. And that's just what I wanted to say. It has made all the difference in the world. I mean, I have what I thought was such a beautiful website that was my colors and represented me. And I didn't know it really wasn't, and it wasn't telling my clients anything about my message or what I do. And y'all, that was just in the first 3 weeks learning how to fix that stuff. And they help you do it. They help you create your information and things. So I just wanted to say, if you need some help, this is the perfect course to get started with because you can't miss with it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And what's beautiful is Lou and I don't have like people in India or in another place of the world doing this work. We do this with you before your eyes. Things are not going back and forth. We're creating the website. We're creating the lead magnet. We're doing the copy. So what happens is something that reflects who you are, the problems you solve, right? So it's going to be this big magnet, this irresistible offer that somebody would be crazy not to take you up on. when they come to your site. So it's all integrated. So somebody asked about the quiz. We love a quiz because that's a great button. You know, quiz marketing is so big right now. So, you know, what are the biggest problems women over 50 have with money? Take the quiz to find out. And then I'd have a lead magnet that would be the 10 ways women over 50 can fix their money situation, right? Or the 10 ways women over 50 can be successful with their finances. And every one of those 10 ways would align with a question in the quiz. So they're locked together, right?
Yep.
So,
and then Karen asks, is it also for e-commerce? We have yet to see a business or a niche that this
isn't for.
Wouldn't work for. And again,
no, I don't know. E-commerce, like when you go to order flowers, I can't stand those websites because it's all this bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would have, if I were selling flowers, I would have Lou go to, you know, one of the websites. I would have, you know,
hang on a minute.
Flower Power. Let's say that's the name of my company. Go above the fold, right? So I would have where it says DigiBrand online right here. I would have Flower Power. Underneath it, I would say something like how a big bouquet can make a big difference. How bouquets make it, you know, how a big bouquet can make a big difference, right? So over here would be.
If I was a guy, I would have like a little bouquet, a medium bouquet, and a huge bouquet, and say, how bad, you know, what did you do this time? Well,
and here would be
trouble you in.
how to. So the salute. So what it is that you do is flower arrangement solutions for people who want to, you know, make somebody else's day, right? Flower arrangement solutions for people who want to make somebody else's day, and underneath it can be we create themed arrangements for any life situation, celebration, you know, or whatever, right? So then my quiz would be find the 10 ways flowers can change a relationship, right? So, and I would have that button for the quiz above the fold. So I know somebody else is asking a question and I'd love to take it here. So any ideas for jewelry? Yeah, it does solve a problem. Jewelry absolutely solves a problem. So can we unmute Karen? Because I'd love to do this with her right now.
Let me see if I can find her.
Karen, let's unmute you. Karen, yeah, we have a really fun group here.
Hi.
I love this
we go.
back and forth. Hi. So what is the name? What is the name? What is that, hon? I'm sorry.
I said I make sterling silver jewelry. I don't have a website yet. I have a Shopify store that I'm in the midst of building. It's called Karen is an Artist, but it's not technically open yet because I haven't completed it.
Okay, and we could link to the Shopify store. That's great. You know, the Shopify store is something, you know, you could, so what I would do is I would do a lead page as the first thing somebody comes to. And if the first thing you want them to do is go to the Shopify store, that would be so Lou, if you want to put up the page, that would be, no, any page. Just put up any page.
Okay.
So,
hang on a minute. I thought I was sharing.
Any page. So, so I would do over here, Karen, what is it? Karen is an artist. I would have a logo that says, you know, Karen is an artist, sterling silver jewelry, you know, whatever. What is unique about your jewelry, Karen?
Well, it's all handmade and it's very contemporary, and some of it has gold on it, and it's my unique design aesthetic, and that's why sometimes I have issues with.
How would you describe your design aesthetic?
Very contemporary, very clean, very modern, and slightly.
Okay. And slightly what?
Different.
Different.
Yeah, it sounds like I would love what you do because I am like, I want to make a statement. Okay, that's the problem that you solve, right? So
Okay.
silver that makes a statement. Okay, that's your logo.
Okay.
That's your logo. So write that down. So you have Karen is an artist, and then underneath it's going to be silver that makes a statement.
All
Right? And then you're because that's what I wanted, Dawn. I want to make a statement. And then I would have on the button go up top, Lou, because we're only looking at the above the fold. Over here, I would say shop my, you know, shop my savvy, you know, jewelry, you know, because I would say jewelry over here, you know, visit my jewelry shop. Visit my virtual jewelry shop. That's what I would have in the button. I would have a woman like, what's her name? What's her name? Iris. What is that? That's the woman that is like 95 years old, but she wears like,
Oh, I know what you mean.
you know what I'm saying? I would have some kind of funky looking model wearing whatever your pieces are, and I would have that funky piece, and I would have the hands like this, and I would say something like customize jewelry designs for people who want to make, you know, make an impression with the jewelry they wear. Iris Apfel. Yes, thank you, Catherine. I love that. This is, so I'm thinking, not even senior jewelry, I'm thinking that someone like Iris Apfel would probably love it.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong. So I would have somebody like an Iris Apfel like person there, just say like, you know, customized jewelry or what is the word? Handmade or jewelry. For people who want to
turn heads.
Yeah. So Courtney is saying something about a jewelry page. She's my cousin. Oh, Sierra Winter Designs. Why don't we go there? Sierra Winter Designs. Okay. So, and then, so that would be what I do, like customized jewelry for people who want to make a statement with what they wear. Okay. Customized jewelry for people who want to make a statement with what they wear. Yeah. So Sierra Winter's jewelry, right? So, right, give a damn. That's the statement this gal is saying. Exactly. But you know, if I would get rid of all of this stuff over here, I would just make a big button right here. It's like shop our virtual jewelry store. I would, in this picture, say you know, jewelry, customized jewelry for people who want to make a statement with what they wear.
Yeah, this is like a slideshow. So that's we find this.
That's really,
like
yeah.
I find go with it. You know?
Yeah.
Because they're
very
great.
Distracting. But
it's
the one thing I do love is the statement. So the clear statement of what I offer. So customized jewelry for people who want to make a statement in a sentence or a phrase of how your product makes the customer's life better. So it says, when you can communicate who you are without saying a word, your life, you know, your life becomes better, right? When you can communicate who you are and what you care about without saying a word, then your life, you know, that's the problem you're solving for people. Your jewelry is helping people make a personal statement without having to open their mouths. You know how they say a picture paints 1,000 words, right?
Yes.
So I would have so much fun with you creating your website that would ultimately, and Lou, that would ultimately lead to that Shopify, because the Shopify isn't where you should be sending people. You should be sending people to a lead page that allows them to, you know, understand the problem that you solve. Yeah.
So we have a hard stop at 3, but I wanted to remind folks that it's only September 2nd, so you can jump in our free video a day September challenge if you want. I know a lot of folks are already in there, but you're welcome to join us there, and you can spend a whole month with us making videos and doing webinars like these every week. So Anything you want to close with, Dawn, other than this has been a wild ride, and thank you for being here?
Yeah, if you're at a point, and this isn't for a lot of people. Lou and I work with 5 people a quarter, and we do a 12-week with them. At the end of the 12 weeks, they have their website, they have their lead magnet, they have 12 emails that are done for them. They have a whole quarter of marketing that, you know, will take you to that 6-figure plus business that you're looking to establish. You shouldn't be on this call with us if you're not looking to establish a 6-figure plus. So if that's where you want to go and you are ready to invest in yourself, please reach out to us and talk to us. And if you're ready, we could start working with you one-on-one, but at a minimum, work with us over the 5-week as Dr. Tricia did. And Lou, they have your email address. So please reach out to him if we can be of service.
Thank you.
Karen is signing up for the 5-week. Thank you.
Awesome.
I love it.
Starting a new 5-week on October 1st. So you still have a few weeks to get it together.
Yeah, and we love our clients. If you haven't figured this out, like, this is what we live, breathe, eat, sleep, do. I mean, this is, I don't even think this is us hard thinking. At this point, like, we channel this. So let it all flow with us. And it's a ton of fun. We're about to get on a call right now with a client. And, you know, we have a blast when we're on this call.
Yep.
On our client calls. All right. You're the best. See you soon.
Really
All of you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate